sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
No matter what the technical difficulty is, this man is a professional. He goes all the way.
What you represent to them is freedom.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This
will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. 8 p.m. on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember, if you want a kick-ass t-shirt, it's easy. Go to Reaver.one, click on the shop button. Ooh. Just announced, President Trump will sign executive orders advancing Keystone XL and Dakota Access Pipeline. That will be sure to piss off sorry about that. That'll be sure to piss off a couple liberals. Oh, we see the Democrats are still dragging their feet. How slow can we take these confirmation hearings? It's a joke. Chuck Schumer thinks he's this smart ass. He has control. They think they have the upper hand. Well, I doubt that. It's kind of funny. It's being reported him and Tom Cotton got into it on the Senate floor. And they both had to be removed. Chuck Schumer tried to tell him he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He wasn't there 8 years ago. Which Tom Cotton's response was, yeah, I was getting my ass shot at in Afghanistan or was Iraq. I forget which one. You know, Chuck Schumer, he's Chuck Schumer, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not impressed with the man. He thinks he's in full control. Not impressed. It's going to be a long day. And I don't live in Reseda. Oh, man, it's... Seeing something real quick. I don't know if actually Trump can just do an executive order on the EU because he Well, the Keystone Pipeline had backed out. They had brain fart. They had removed their request to have the Keystone built. So their application for the Keystone so that one might not be able to go through. That's a little side note I was just thinking of. Hey, Trump gets to meet with his new CIA director. Mike Pompeo was confirmed. That was... He got a... loud noise, loud noise. Ow. Ow, shut up. Ow. Sorry, I have still recovering from that catastrophic failure from yesterday on the computer. I'm trying to get Word up and running. I downloaded it. When I went to open it, it didn't work. It don't like me. Oh, shnikes. See if that actually works. Now, what's nice is my daughter's school actually gives us. Oh, it did. Cool. Hillsborough County has a. Ow! Shut up. One last bling. There we go. Didn't bling, but we got free hit Microsoft Word. So I had to finish. For some reason, it just got boogered up. Oh, I had everything on this computer the way I liked it. Now I gotta still go through and redo everything, and it's... Oh. All right. That's pretty much there. So one of the things that's got found out during the riots there's a limousine that these idiots smashed and burned. I mean, they destroyed this car. And what's being reported is That belonged to an immigrant. That belonged to a Muslim immigrant. And that could possibly put him out of business. Now, of course, there's a GoFundMe and a lot of course, the conservatives are jumping in and helping this man out. Now, we always hear how they care more about these people. But I always notice it seems to be the conservatives that bail out their asses when the liberals do this stupid shit. They're the ones that are dumbasses. That's I'm just amazed. It's typical of them. They go and they act like children. They go on this rioting streak. They torch a bunch of vehicles, not caring about the owners, just caring about their little hissy fit. And it's some hardworking, whether this was a Muslim or not, it really doesn't matter. That's just a side note that I find ironic. But they do it all the time in these damn riots. Oh, I'm sorry, they call them protests. They go and destroy property and small businesses and try to intimidate people with their tactics. I don't see them attacking government buildings. No, they attack the average citizen and their businesses. It amazes me on their stupidity. It's and the liberals sit back and wonder why they're getting their ass handed to them. I just the man that owned the limousine wasn't even a Trump supporter. And he admits he has a different point of view. He's not a Trump supporter. But that still doesn't give him the right to go around destroying people's property, affecting their livelihood, just because of a little hissy fit. Yes, That's all they were having is a little hissy fit. And some of them may be paying big time for that hissy fit because they may be going to jail for it. Prison. Becoming Bubba's bitch. Don't drop the soap. It just doesn't. There's no need to take this violent route. They may get more support if they knock this shit off. That's the funny part. They probably get more support from people if they didn't do all this extra activity. They probably get a hell of a lot more support. But when they do this, they lose so much. They lose so much support that way. I'm not complaining. Yes, I am complaining because you know what? Innocent people are paying the price for the idiots. It's not right. I don't know. It's childish behavior from the left. I shouldn't be surprised, but I always am. So Obama gave one last big fuck you to Israel and the United States as he walked out the door. Literally, within the last hour of his presidency, he gave a big middle finger on his way out. It's now being reported from the Associated Press that former President Barack Obama released $221 million in U.S. funding for the Palestine Authority on the morning of Friday, January 20th. Like I said, just literally hours before leaving office. Knowing full well that he was heading out the door. Unbelievable. Does it surprise anybody? Because it doesn't surprise me. I was kind of waiting for this. The State Department official and several congressional aides say the outgoing administration formally notified Congress it would spend the money Friday morning just before Donald Trump became president. More than $227 million in foreign affairs funding was released at the time, including $4 million for climate change programs, $1.25 million for UN organizations. At least 2 GOP lawmakers had placed holds on the Palestine funds. Congressional holds are generally respected by the executive branch, but are not legally binding. It's not the first time Obama has granted funding to the Palestine Authority despite Congress wishes. In 2012, for example, he unblocked nearly $200 million that had been frozen in response to Palestine's unilateral action at the UN, giving it a legal waiver included in the Palestine Accountability Act. The Republicans have increasingly called for blocking or canceling funding to the Palestine authorities, not only because of unilateral diplomatic moves towards statehood, but also because of increasing evidence that funds are used to incite violence and provide financial rewards to terrorists. It's unbelievable. But not surprising. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and HPDailyNews.com. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on SHRmedia.com and HighPlainsDailyNews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cat for the stupid program.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on SHRmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mud Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guy. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the Reaver of Common Sense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeovers here, we have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday. I'm sitting back and well, one thing is DC police have arrested Disrupt J20 organizer featured in the Veritas videos. I'm taking a look. Those videos that J20 tried to talk about that were staged and all that, they may not be as staged as they try to make you think they were. What is it? Scott Ryan Charney has been arrested, a 34-year-old, by Metro Police Department in Washington, D.C., has been charged with conspiracy to commit an assault. I'm breezing through. I've seen several articles on this where they have arrested multiple of these leaders. So it's sorry, I'm just looking through. I love it. I absolutely love it. They're getting what they deserve. If you go and plan these absolutely vile attempts at violence, you get what you deserve. You really do. I don't want to hear. I really don't. You got what you deserve. You're arrested. You deserve so much more. It's unbelievable. Just I don't know. Glad to see some people the adults are back in charge. I can't stop saying that enough. Because, underneath the Obama's administration, none of this would have been held to the standard. Excuses would have been made. I don't know. Like I said, the adults are back in, so. It's about time. About damn time. Just going through some articles and seeing what I can find real quick. Not a whole heck of a lot right now. All right. Seeing if there was anything else that I could find that had any more information than what I already talked about. So there's a poll coming out of Massachusetts, sorry. And Senator Warren may not be a lock for re-election as everybody thought. How the Democrats think she's a lock. It's, her brand of being a politician, the way she does things, is not exactly everybody's cup of tea. And it seems she's really pissing people off. According to a new poll released Monday, 46% of Massachusetts voters believe it's time to give someone else a chance to represent the state in the Senate, compared to 44% who believe Warren deserves a second term. It's within the margin of error, but still, that's kind of something. No one's going to look at 44%, though, re-elect number, and think that is a good number. This is also a woman who has been... Some of the tactics she's used have been very over the top and loud. And I had hoped that... I'd hoped that Massachusetts had believed in themselves and believed that this is not who we want. Now you have the Republican governor who has earned 59% of the support, and only 29% of the voters believe someone else should be given a chance at a governorship. Now, when you look at it, 12% of Republicans view Warren in a favorably. But when you look at the governor, 60% of Democrats find him favorable. Now, Warren is down to a 51% support in the Bay State, while 37% are disapproved. Those numbers are sharply lower than 2 years ago, when 62% approved of her job and only 21% disapproved. Her numbers are going in the wrong direction. Now, what might help out, too, is she's expected to receive a challenge from Curt Schilling, the former Red Sox pitcher who has become an informal conservative commentator. Now, the thing is, in Boston, Curt Schilling's a little bit of a god. That man brought him a championship. That doesn't mean he's going to get elected, but, you know, it's kind of typical. Trump just said we're going to start making pipeline in the United States. All right, that one was now back to the Massachusetts. Listen, we need to get that woman out of office. Period. So Massachusetts, make us proud. Show America that idiots like that are not welcomed in Congress. Show us that you have a... I don't want to be insulting about it. I don't. I know you can vote someone better than that woman. I know she may have seemed new and exciting, but that's not what we need here. She's not for the people. She's not for America. it is what it is. But do you know what time it is? I do. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and HPDailyNews.com. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on SHRmedia.com and HighPlainsDailyNews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. You didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid program.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on SHRmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. All right, I found this on Facebook, and it looks good. I haven't listened to it. It looks good, but it's a Hillary supporter in total meltdown. Now, she's at some coffee shop having an epic meltdown. It's a younger woman in line. There's a long line, and it's all older people, and they're looking like, really? Just shut up.
I am so sorry that 20 is all I have, but I just want you to know that you deserve so much more. Like, so much more. I mean, I voted for Clinton, not that that's important, and, like, I wouldn't tell you who to vote for, but obviously you had to vote for Clinton, like, too. But, like, I voted for her, and she wants people to have so much more. Like, she wants a fairer wage. Like, I think even more than Bernie did, maybe, but I don't know, because I don't know them personally. Like, I don't know you personally, but you seem so
It's been going on for 10 minutes already.
And, like, I am just so proud to be able to order a latte from, like, you, because you are just such an incredible human. And, like, I want everything for you. Like, everything you want right now, like, I want it. Don't you think that she deserves free access to safe, affordable health care? Like, that's what I want for her. I want for, like, if you want to have kids and you don't have to because that's your choice, and Secretary Clinton believes that that is everybody's choice. It is a choice you don't have to, but if you did, I would want them to have clean water even if they grew up in Flint, Michigan, okay? Like,
if this is real, she needs help. She needs a lot of mental health.
Coffee, which is so delicious. I look at the color of it and I'm like, that's what these babies in Flint are drinking. It's like the coffee. Do you think that when you drink it? I know you think that when you drink it. And like, I want whatever you want for you. Like, you
that's got to be fake. There can't be someone that mentally ill walking around the country. Nah, that can't be real. No. There is no way. No way. So I'm putzing around while watching that also, and on a local news, Bay News 9, it put that he's signing the orders, and someone's brilliant comment is he is a dick. That's it. Poor little snowflakes. They're melting. It's... Hang on. I got to be a dickhead right back to these people. It's... people are a joke anymore. What's funny is even Obama's admin said there was no environmental impact. by putting this pipeline in, it's replacing an older, failing pipeline. That's the funny part is. It's a failing pipeline in there. Oh, my God. Oh, man. I don't know. This stupidity. The Democrats going to cry over everything right now. There is no bipartisan in this country. That died a long time ago. It just... I don't know. I'm so... Yeah, that's a little scary. I'm seeing this this old little thing that you hook to your TV. And it's a little switch that you jump between the TV set and the game system. Oh my God. That's really old. Oh. Someone put up a picture. You know how they have the... trying to compare Obama's inauguration to Trump's inauguration. Well, someone put a picture up of Trump's, which, you know, there's actual people there. Then it shows a picture of the empty field that says Hillary's inauguration. Beautiful. Awesome sauce. All right. Oh, God. The stupidity that's going on in this world is mind-numbing. It literally is mind-numbing. And it's not getting any better. I love these. And just the people throwing false statements out there. I don't understand it. It's unbelievable. It's mind-numbing. Oh, he's got stock in the company, and that's why he's going to make all this money, and the Keystone will supply lots of jobs until it's finished, and then there will only be 35 people. Oh, God, I think Obama's still in office. All the lies I'm hearing. Holy shit. People need to educate themselves and not listen to the media so much. I mean, it's mind-numbing how... See, I the area I live in is just, Why do I look at this page? Stupidity is strong with these idiots. Because the argument used to be, you know, how it was going to be an environmental impact, and now the big lie is, well, we're not going to see any of that oil. It's going overseas. It's going here. We're not going to see any of the money, which is bullshit. It's going to create so many fucking jobs in this country, and it's going to create income. And these idiots are too busy playing partisan politics, still trying to kiss Obama's ass. It's freaking amazing. Some dumb broad wants to go back to horse and buggy. Oh my God. Oh my God. These people are idiots. I just want to bang my head some days. I really do. Oh my God. Snowflakes, you idiots couldn't have come up with a worse insult. Avalanche, blizzard, winter is coming. Yeah, a little fucking snow flurry. Oh my God, these people just... There was no reason to turn that Keystone Pipeline down. Zero. It is a safer. The pipeline is already there. We're replacing it with a better pipeline. And oh my God. The way we're transporting the oil now is worse. Transporting it by rail. Oh my God. Oh. All right. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media. And, oh, crap. Dang it, Dan. You had to change the name, didn't you? HBDailyNews.com. We will be right back.
listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. You didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reverbcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe. I'm just the idiocy, stupidity, I can keep going on and on, of the left is just mind-numbing anymore. So, on a different note, this is kind of funny. Some woman is pissed off, and she tried making a stink, and it's quite funny. This woman got kicked off a plane, and she threw a hissy fit about it. She deserved every little bit. Gentleman walked up to a seat, and the woman started talking to him, and the woman asked, was he here to celebrate or protest? And he said he was here to celebrate democracy. Well, at that point, the woman went absolutely apeshit. And, well, she started threatening she was going to get drunk, she was going to throw up, that was her right. Oh, boy. I don't understand. Someone just posted WikiLeaks as their backup for their argument. WikiLeaks. Which I can go edit at any point. Yeah, about that. These people are not that smart. All right, back to this airline hissy fit. And she went totally nuts. And a flight attendant actually came up and asked, and it's all on video, and said, is there going to be a problem? There will be, the woman responded. I would like for him to change seats for someone who did not. Well, you don't have that right, the flight attendant told her. As the flight attendant leaves to bring the situation to the attention of the fellow crew member, the woman turns back to the gentleman sitting next to her and continues her little tantrum. You pretend you have the moral high ground. You put that man's finger on the nuclear button. That man doesn't believe in climate change. Do you believe in gravity? Do you know that gravity is just a theory? She goes into trying to explain shit. Does she understand that science is ever changing? There is no done. Yeah. Gravity is constantly being revisited on different areas. It's mind-numbing, these people are. So, the flight crew came over and interrupted her with some bad news and informed the woman that she needed to be removed from the plane. The woman turned around and stated, I paid for the seat. I'm sitting here. He is in my space. I don't know how he's in her space. He's in his own little section. They can't understand what's on the tape with what the attendant said next, but the woman said, I'm going home now. My mother-in-law, his mother, and she gestures towards her husband, died. We had to be here. I'm going home now. There is no way I'm getting off this plane. I'm going home to my own bed tonight. The woman then berated the flight attendant, telling him to have some respect for her mourning husband. Seems she has no respect. The flight attendant that he replied that he's sorry for the couple's loss and it didn't give her the right to treat people the way she had been treating them. The husband is silent during the whole encounter. After several more fussy minutes, the woman was removed from the plane. A security officer can be heard saying, ma'am, We're waiting on you," as the woman continues to dawdle and complain. As the woman finally makes her way down the aisle towards the exit, a smattering of applause as well as a USA chant can be overheard. Nowhere does this man say he was a Trump supporter. Now, despite the unpleasantness of the encounter, the gentleman found a silver lining in all the chaos. He said that the black man who took the seat next to me was a registered Democrat, and he and I had a very good discussion about the beauty of free speech and coming together when people want to insult and commit acts of violence just for having differing views. And that's what is going on here. People have different views. The right tries to respect the left. The left tries to become violent. The right tries to force you into backing them. The left tries to make you believe in what they believe in. Well, that is not the American way. They keep talking about freedom and constitutionality and all this. They use words they don't seem to have a basic understanding of. I don't know. It's I don't know. The left is trying their tactics and get worse with their tactics. And what they don't understand is they think it's working. And it's not. Just because we had a president that did not enforce the law doesn't mean that the people were approving of those tactics at the time. And they're still not approving of the tactics. The left is pushing people away from them at a massive rate. I mean, you look at the moderates. There used to be a higher level of moderates in the party. Now you'll hear some, well, that's because they're coming over and they're understanding. They're becoming more the extreme side and progressive side. No. When you start looking, sorry about that. When you start looking at numbers and look at the elections that have been lost, you start to get a different picture. What seems to be happening is right now, the liberals have been transplanting all over the United States. And they may have worn themselves thin in certain areas. So areas that they used to have majority in, it's also economically, so they're just spreading themselves thin, but also a lot of people are pushing away from being the moderates. They see what's going on. They don't like the policies that Democrats are pushing, and it's pushing away the moderates out of the Democrat Party. I think they used to be called the Blue Dogs. The working class. They've gotten screwed over by these policies time and time again. I don't know. I don't know what these idiots are thinking. But we're going down a path. I mean, this path that they're going in is destroying the whole country. Now, there's 2 Republican senators on Monday unveiled a replacement bill for Obamacare. Now, before they've even introduced it, Chuck Schumer's out there bashing it. And as one of the senators said, he's talking about the bill, talking how it's going to do this, it's going to do that, and it's going to destroy this. And she turned around, she goes, how the hell does he know what my bill is going to do when he hasn't read it? And that gave a perfect example how the Democrats are just shooting their mouths off without having knowledge. Hadn't even read the bill, doesn't know what's in it. I don't know. And these damn actors and actresses, they've lost their damn minds. Seriously, they have lost their minds. It's like, what the hell are these idiots thinking? They're just behind this progressive movement. They're blind about it. My wife had Bellator fights on the other day, and Tito Ortiz had his last fight. And it's just holy. It's... But it just the patriotic what makes me. Not that I didn't think Tito Ortiz wasn't patriotic, but he really pushed it. And I just saw a picture. He was a Trump supporter big time. Hey, glad for him. But it's getting that moment. It is time for a break. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and HPDailyNews.com, and we will be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. Said it makes sense. I can't explain their stupidity. That's a totally different ability. But yeah, the two senators went up there and spoke about it, and one even said they know this is not the bill that would actually get passed. What their bill is meant to do is get discussion, ideas flowing back and forth. Well, it seems the Democrats don't want nothing to do with discussion. They just want to hold their breath. I don't. Did I like the bill they put forth? Nah, seemed kind of very hooey. But like they said, it was a bill to get people to talk. I just, I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. We can't keep going status quo. We need to change things up. Obamacare was a failure. As soon as the Democrats realized that and stopped trying to, and I want to, like, well, we shouldn't tear it apart. We should try to work with it. No. The thing is dead. It would screw things up worse trying to fix it piece by piece. It's easier to demolish it. They love to talk about, well, when you don't like the wallpaper, you don't tear a house down just because you don't like the wallpapering. This isn't wallpaper. The foundation and the structure of the house are beyond repair. You don't take tape to fix the cracks in the walls. You rip the house down and you start over. Obamacare is fractured all the way through. The foundation was never built, so everything else built upon it was no good. And that's what we have. And we just... The Republicans sat there and said this thing was never going to work. But the Democrats didn't want to hear it. They wanted to push this monstrosity on the people. Could the Republicans done something a little bit better? You could always do things different and better. Always. Dang. Sitting here playing with a pen in the spring and it just shot. I don't even know where it went. Damn. All right, this may get me in trouble with the conservatives, Republicans. I don't care. That's my opinion. There's no reason why we can't have some kind of health care that helps the American people. That's better than what we have. There's no reason why we can't be a compassionate country and help those that are less fortunate. Doesn't mean I'm saying everybody should get everything free. Now, I'm not saying that. So, but we also have to figure out a way that doesn't allow so much abuse to happen. And this whole argument over how many people showed up for Trump's inauguration and all that. 1 second. It's the same rhetoric, and the left is not learning. It's all right. We're going to take an early break. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense and HPDailyNews.com. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. You didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid promo.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the Reaver of Common Sense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. Hang on. Oh, I'm so... Why... I'm so sick of these liberals. Oh, I thought I moved into a Republican state. I was so misled. They are not going to be happy until they destroy this country, run it into the ground, and then when they input a government that will do nothing but destroy the people, they'll come crying to everybody else looking for help. Now they're trying to claim that Trump has an investment in the Keystone Pipeline. They will sink to no low And what has me, I'm fed up right now. I'm getting sick and tired of this fucking Nazi shit. Oh, then, Nazi, man. That is an argument of the weak-minded. If you got to go there, then that's all I hear right now. Such a weak-minded argument. You don't like something, you label it as Nazi. You don't like it, label it as Nazi. Oh, my God, fuck off with it. Even prior to Hitler taking office, he had already had people killed. Trump hasn't had anybody killed. You don't like him? Great. Get together, get a better candidate for 2020. So, you don't like the man, that's fine. State facts. Just pushing, he's got investments in the pipeline, that's why he's passing it. I guess then we could say, because it was already proven, that supporters of Obama, financial supporters, Warren and Tom Stiers, who made $1 million, more than probably million, several $1 million, because they were transporting that same oil on railways and trucks. And they were turning money over to Obama hand over fist. Obama's own administration said that it should be approved. There's no reason it shouldn't. There's no environmental impact. It will be safer. It will be better. But yet he still turned it down. It's and it's funny because they're like, oh, do you want a foreign company benefiting? Foreign companies benefit all the time in America. You half-wits can't even make a halfway decent conversation. This is interesting. Federal Communication member Ajita Pai, last name is P-A-I, Paya, whatever, said over the weekend that he foresees a future in which federal regulators will seek to regulate websites based on political content using the power of the FCC or the Federal Election Commission. He also revealed that his oppositions to net neutrality regulations had resulted in personal harassment and threats to his family. Speaking on a panel at an annual Right Online conference in Washington, D.C. on Saturday, he told audience member, I could tell you it has not been an easy couple of months personally. My address has been publicly released. My wife's name, my kids' names, my kids' birthdays, my phone numbers, all kinds of threats have come online. One of two Republicans on a 5-member FCC has been an outspoken critic of net neutrality regulations passed by the agency on February 26th. The rules, which are set to take effect on June 12th, reclassify Internet providers as utilities and command them not to block or throttle online traffic. It was said it was only the beginning. In the future, he said, I could easily see this migrating over to the direction of content. What you're seeing now is an impulse, not just just not to regulate the road over which traffic goes, but the traffic itself. It is conceivable to me to see the government saying, we think the Drudge Report is having a disproportionate effect on our political discord. He doesn't have to file anything with the FCC. The FCC doesn't have the ability to regulate anything he says. We want to start tampering down websites like that. This is exactly what we talked about with net neutrality that we worried about. And it looks like that's what's coming about. We're heading down a path, and it's not a good path. Obama set us down a course, and the liberals keep pushing for it. And this everything is everybody's right to access is getting out of hand. Just because it's there doesn't mean you have a right to it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's a lot of things I would like, but doesn't mean I have a right to it. Trump also signed yesterday an executive order officially withdrawing us from TPP trade deal. Now, Schumer threw a hissy fit yesterday. Well, we didn't vote on it. Yeah, we know that you didn't vote on it. We understand that. But the president still had to officially notify the 12 members of that free trade agreement. It had to be notified, which, by that executive order, it notified them. We understand you did not. It's like he's throwing his hissy fit and wants some acknowledgement. Very good. You didn't vote on it. You're such a good boy, Schumer. You're such a good boy. Oh. It's going to be a long, long, long 4 years. No, maybe 2, because if they keep going and pushing, they may take themselves further out of office come the 2018. they keep going the way they're going, they're pissing more people off. Oh. Now I'm just... It's... mind-numbing. That there are so many people so blind. They just see the freebie, and they see... Oh, I don't know. It's tiring. It's... It's a never-ending fight with these idiots, and it's... Oh. I don't know. When are we gonna come together as a nation and stop letting them split us? They're so worried about stupidity. They're indoctrinating these people. Oh, this is funny. I'm watching protesters that they're all like balled up, hugging each other, arms wrapped around each other, and they just ripped one guy. They're yanking on him so hard they ripped his freaking belt off. I keep saying we're heading down a path that's not good, and it scares the shit out of me. I'm not trying to be a doomsdayer, but it's not a good path. So, a burlesque dancer has been fired and being investigated by the Secret Service for a Trump assassination tweet. She is the one that put out about a week ago, if someone was cruel enough to assassinate MLK, maybe someone will be kind enough to assassinate Trump. That now has her under investigation. She has lost her job over it, which is very good. There's several tweets that have happened of late with assassination comments. And they are losing jobs and getting investigated. Yeah, the SNL writer has been suspended indefinitely by SNL, of course, for the homeschool shooter comment tweet. I think some of these companies are realizing they're pissing off the wrong group of people. There is actually some people that are Democrats that are not approving of these comments. And this poll, trying to get a couple articles in before the end of the show. I think this is the last one. 74% of Californians want an end to sanctuary cities. A vast majority of residents living in California like to see sanctuary cities barred. A state home to multiple jurisdictions which refuse to abide by federal immigration laws. These politicians, they think that they're doing something that everybody's going to get behind. But they're sitting there picking and choosing what laws to enforce. All of us Americans got to sit behind the same laws. So should everybody else. It's not a fact of we don't like immigration. It's a fact that we're tired of illegal immigrations. People being allowed to avoid prosecution based on laws that they want to follow. Pick and choose. And that's what it comes down to. If you want to come to the country, hey, come to the country. I welcome you with open arms. But come here legally. If people don't think that the law is just, then let's change the law. Let's not ignore the law. That's not how it works. We don't, as a society, get to pick and choose which laws we're going to enforce. Well, coming to the end of the show, I want to thank everybody, and I'm humbled. And until tomorrow, have a great day. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hppundit.com and shrmedia.com.